What's a hot topic these days in the world of college athletics? NIL, name, image, and likeness.
As universities like Tennessee working to keep up with the changing times, a lot of athletes putting the I in team, not supposed to be there. Here's WVLT Sports Director Rick Russo.
Money, 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 something that was foreign to these legends of the game. Student athletes these days are doing the old greenback boogie, trying to secure their piece of the pie. They say there's no I in team, but there are 3 I's in millionaire and 1 big I in the 3 letters that are continually changing the landscape of college athletics. NIL.
Welcome to college football. Welcome to college athletics and the transfer portal and the NIL world. It's just so vastly different. We're all trying to get our hands on the landscape, and it's a landscape that keeps changing seemingly every year. And at this point, nothing seems really unimaginable, if you will.
Since coming on the scene, the name, image, and likeness issue, if nothing else, has caused confusion about structure and how it should be handled by the NCAA and school administrators.
We're only a few sort of steps into that ecosystem, a couple years now, and everyone's still learning, everyone's still trying to figure it out. There's a House settlement that's out there that would create a revenue sharing model for college sports. It hasn't been approved yet. I think it will eventually get approved.
And the hope with that is that it brings some kind of structure to this to where we don't see situations all the time, holdouts, if you will, like in the case of Nico Iamaleava.
Yeah, that's the hope.
Yeah.
And I think it will improve it some, but there's still going to be opportunity over and above that for athletes to earn NIL money at fair market value. You tell me, what is fair market value?
Right.
You get 40 people together, they're going to give you different definitions of what fair market value is.
Nico is a prime example of how players are taking advantage of an unregulated NIL system, one in which young athletes are hoping the grass is greener elsewhere.
If you don't commit to the opportunity within yourself and take full advantage of it, it really doesn't really matter what team or what school you go to and however much money they give you.
With regards to NIL, coaches have voiced their concerns about parity and team dynamics. Steve Spurrier, for instance, called it a very unfair sport and that parity is disappearing. Nick Saban called the current system unsustainable and that regulation is needed to maintain competitive balance. And those are similar concerns offered up by legendary Tennessee head coach Philip Fulmer.
Hopefully we can find a balance here somewhere, because what we're doing is very unsustainable and it's really not fair to the university system. You know, just building a roster and keeping it. God bless the coaches who are having to go through this.
Now, former players like VFL lineman Marlon Walls will be the first to tell you there is life after football, and being grounded in one place will set the foundation for the future, as it did for him, now owner and operator of Prime 58 Air Duct and Vent Cleaning Services.
If I went back and told myself at 17, 18 years old, hey, go to University of Tennessee because what's around you, you didn't think about what happens after football. And so, man, I'm blessed to come from a position at the University of Tennessee where I had great coaches and great teammates. But more than that, man, the fan base, the neighborhood, East Tennessee, how much they cherish you and love you to still support you at this age where I am now and what I'm doing in Prime 58.
In response to the Nico Iamaleava decision, Coach Josh Heupel said simply, there is no one person that is bigger than the program. Well, that Power T brand and others like it will continue to be tested as individuals decide whether or not to put the I before team when the business of college athletics comes a-calling. Rick Russo, WVLT Sports.
And what a changing world for these coaches. The money game is a huge part of any move that coaches are having to make these days.
Moves they're having to make in order to remain competitive on the field.